Hey everybody, it's Anita Foster with the Arlington ISD. Today we're here at Martin High School. We're celebrating Ms. Rhoades as our Teacher of the Month for February. Yay! We got a whole fan club here for you, Ms. Rhoades. Now I have to ask you, because you were in your classroom doing your job, they got you Teacher of the Month, your students were all in there studying, learning, doing all those things, and in walks your principal, in walks the superintendent, and I would say this whole crew of people right behind them. What were you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking, oh my, what on earth have I done?
And then the superintendent approached you and said, you've done everything right.
That's awesome.
What were you thinking then when he said, you are the Teacher of the Month for high school?
It's a real honor to get that, and I've been teaching a long time, and sometimes a lot of people who just do their job day in, day out, don't get recognized, and not that we're ever looking for it, but I got a card this morning from Miss McCullough thanking me for some things that I've done, and it's just, it makes you feel like it's really worth it, and people are noticing how hard some people were working.
Well, and you definitely are one of the hardest working people here, because we heard that from all of your colleagues here. Rhoades is the principal here at Martin High School. Marlene, you guys nominated Ms. Rhoades for this wonderful award. What made you want to make sure she got recognized?
Well, Debra's served Martin for a long time now, but one of the things that she always does is helps wherever we need her. And this year we've had some challenges with staff that can't be here for different reasons, and she's gone the extra mile, not only teaching her classes but preparing for other classes for sub plans, as well as grading all the work for another teacher completely. So she's just phenomenal, and we really appreciate everything she does for us.
Well,
and
I know
kids love her. As you saw
that was obvious.
Yeah,
I was just going to ask Dr. Cavazos about that because you love when we travel around to the schools, and you always ask the students the same question. He always asks the students the same question, and that is, what do you love about your teacher? And there was zero lack of having to prod anybody for an answer.
Yeah, no, and this is first and foremost congratulations, but the students, they speak from the heart, and they love you because you make things understandable, you support them, you treat them like people and adults, and you care about them. And those are qualities that go beyond the content. And Ms. Rhoades, you've been doing that for a number of years, and thank you for representing Arlington ISD teachers exceptionally well. Very, very proud of you.
Yeah. We know you've been teaching for more than 30 years, so throughout the course of your career, you've seen a lot of ups and downs, but probably nothing more down than our time during COVID. How did you stay motivated and keep your students motivated?
I think part of it was Canvas, having teachers that were already using Canvas and integrating that into their daily assignments and stuff like that. I think that helped keep them motivated, and I have mainly seniors, so our goal is to keep them going and get them to that May 31st 8 a.m. graduation. And so I think we just constantly remind them of how important it is and what's next, whether it is TCC or college or training schools or the profession that we're preparing them for that next stage of their life, whatever it may be.
Well, this is why you are the Teacher of the Month, because those are all the things our students need to be highly successful. Rhoades, I know you are incredibly proud of Ms. Rhoades. Dr. Cavazos, I know
absolutely.
you are. You always say that these teachers represent the very best in our district.
Absolutely, and that's why it's a joy to come in today and nominate or recognize Ms. Rhoades. You've done exceptionally well, and the kids are great. I don't know, because it's first period maybe, but or whatever period it is, but congratulations, you certainly deserve this.
And I did hear her say, I don't know if you caught this, but she did say, it's been 30 years, but you might have a few more to go. So I did hear that. So we have it recorded, and I think that's a wonderful service to all of the students here at Martin High School. So congratulations, and thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to be back in a flash where we're going to pop over to an elementary school. We're going to surprise a teacher there just like you. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Bye, everybody. Bye. We are at our second stop of the day. No, we are not at the Egyptian pyramids, but we are at Wood Elementary School, where we have just surprised our elementary school teacher of the month, Miss Richburg. How surprised were you in your 6th grade class when a whole herd of people came in?
Could not be more surprised when so many people were walking into my room.
And what were you thinking?
I honestly had no idea.
You probably, did I miss something on
Yes.
my calendar? What is happening?
What meeting is today?
And I know when we were coming into, and this was really fun, the fans that are behind us, our cheerleading section, they almost missed this. They almost missed this because they were running down the hallway. And the students were like, no running in the hallway, because they wanted to make sure they were here to give you a big congratulations. We're going to ask you a couple questions here in a minute, but I wanted to introduce your principal, David Dillard, the proud principal here at Wood Elementary. Now, how proud are you of Miss Richburg?
Very proud of Mrs. Richburg. This is a very well-deserved honor. She is an amazing teacher and an amazing team leader. She is a leader in the school, and we really depend on her.
And we could see it in the classroom.
Yeah.
Dr. Cavazos is here, as always, as we make these visits. And again, you did not have to pry information out of any of her students. I really think almost every kid in the class told you something they love about Miss Richburg.
That's right, and so there was no hesitation. In fact, before I even asked the question, the kids were raising their hand. They wanted to share with me why they love their teacher. And she has a heart, she cares for them, she supports them, she makes things easy, she's organized, and brave and courageous was one comment that we heard. So just congratulations. You represent our teachers exceptionally well, and I'm very, very proud of you.
So 6th grade math and science,
Yes.
not an easy grade, not easy topics, but you make it look easy. What is your passion? What draws you to this profession and makes you really want to help these kids in a tough topic, in a tough grade?
I would say one of the things that means the most is when I either have students or parents that come back to me at some point and say that when they went into 6th grade, math was a struggle for them. It was not a subject they felt comfortable in, and all I hope for is that by the end, they just feel like math is something they are successful at. And when I have parents and students say that to me, it just makes my job completely worth it.
Well, we heard that actually from your students who said you make this understandable. And when you talk about math and science and those topics, making that understandable is the whole key to the game, right? So you definitely are deserving of this honor. Principal Dillard, you have a lot of teachers here in your district. What made you want to pick this one in particular?
Mrs. Richburg does so many things in the classroom, but she also does so many things outside of the classroom that contribute to the school. She's done student council for years. At times she's done robotics. We do a lot of things in the 6th grade hall that other places don't do, like our Egyptian projects. And she does it all. She does it well. Her team is always ready. And like I said before, they look to her for leadership.
Well, you're a teacher that other teachers ran down the hall just so that they could be with you to celebrate this honor with you. And Dr. Cavazos, you always say that's the quality of teacher.
Oh, absolutely. And the representation of our thousands of teachers we have in the district and the love you have for our students and your students is exceptional. And just very, very proud of you. And I hope you have a great day today. And I hope it was a surprise. We try to make it a surprise, but thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
We have Mr. Andrew in subbing in your classroom, so we're going to let you go back and try to put it all back together. Just kidding, Anthony. But what we're going to do, we're all going to jump back in the car, and we're going to make our 3rd stop of the day and surprise the Arlington ISD Employee of the Month, and not in a classroom.
Right.
So we could be going anywhere. Well, you'll find out in just a second. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Here we are at our 3rd stop of the day. We're at our Professional Development Center, where we have just surprised a very, very surprised department here. Nikki Thompson represents our professional learning team. So the superintendent came in, a whole bunch of people you don't know came in, a whole bunch of your colleagues were in the room for unknown reasons. And I know you said, what's everyone doing here? So what were you thinking when you just saw everyone pouring into the room?
I had no clue. So some of the coaches came in and were just standing there, and I thought, well, what are you guys doing here? And then Spence came in and caused a little bit of drama. And then when Dr. Cavazos called my name, I was like, oh, geez, what did I do? What did I get in trouble for now? But yeah, it was
And
really
your
exciting.
team is all
Surprised.
here with us today. They were the ones that were in the room, and they weren't supposed to be because they were supposed to be in some other training. But they knew this was going to happen. But it was a surprise for you as the Employee of the Month
They're
for
turkeys.
the Arlington ISD.
They're in trouble now. That's what they are.
Kelly Vandergriff is here. And we talked about the fact that y'all are in training today as part of the professional learning team. Kelly, tell us a little bit about what the professional learning team does for the school district to support coaching and teachers and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so our professional learning team supports coaching, and we also do a lot of the training for our programs like Active Learning Cycle, and we do the coaching training so that our coaches can therefore go out and coach on campuses, and other trainings for that matter. So, and we also cover things like Summer Impact, Exchange Time, so we hold a lot of work here in this department. And without Nikki, a lot of it would not get done as well as it does.
Well, that was going to be the next thing I ask you, because y'all recognized how good Nikki is. I know all the team here with us recognizes your contribution. Kelly, what made y'all want to select her and get this recognition for her?
Well, some of this was also echoed in the room from her peers, and just the effort she puts into service. Nikki will go above and beyond what is ever asked of her, regardless. And she is always there for the students, for the teachers, for the coaches, and for us. Another thing that is just so inspiring about Nikki is how thoughtful she is. She is perhaps one of the most thoughtful people and just in terms of considering others and meeting others' needs that I've ever met.
Well, and you mentioned the comments in the room, and that's something, Dr. Cavazos, you always ask, whether we're in elementary or junior high, high school, or in a department meeting, you always ask the people in the room, what do you love about the honoree? And today, it's Nikki Thompson. What did you hear?
Oh, so the love is very obvious. And Nikki, first of all, congratulations. You do exceptional work. You do excellent work. And it's reflected. The comments were that she cares about us. She treats us as a professional. She pours into us. She teaches us. She checks on us. All the things we expect of support, and you do it exceptionally well. And you're a representative of our employees this month that does exceptional work. Nikki, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Thompson, we talked a lot about you, and now we're going to let you talk to you, because I wanted to ask you, and it's a big job. You have a lot of responsibilities to keep all the curriculum moving, everyone up to date, and their coaching and all of that. Why do you do that?
Well, first of all, I couldn't do this without the people, the amazing people that I work with. It's just, I have the best teammate and the best team ever. And I just do it because I want our kids to be successful. And I really do want the very best experience for students. And if one little piece of what I do makes that happen, then that's all I can ask for.
Well, that is exactly why you are the Employee of the Month right there, as echoed by all of your colleagues. Congratulations to you and to you too, Ms. Vandergriff, because it's a really big honor to have an Employee of the Month in your department. Dr. Cavazos, you say we have about 4,000 teachers all the time, but we have about 4,000 others.
That's right, and we have a lot of support staff and people that support teaching and learning and coaching, and Nikki, you represent them very well. And this is a special district because we have a lot of love in the district, and we have remarkable people, Nikki, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, we have one more surprise stop to make. We're going to stop at a junior high school. We got 10 of those to pick from. Which one will it be? You'll find out. Thanks, everybody. And here we are, our final stop of the day at Shackelford Junior High, where we have just bombarded Ms. Jourdan Hendricks with the Teacher of the Month. What were you thinking when all kinds of people just poured into your classroom?
I was just thinking that they were coming here to just watch my class. And then more people started coming in and more people started coming in. So then I knew something was going on.
And your principal was one of those that poured into the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Smith, the proud principal here at Shackelford Junior High. Ms. Hendricks is the teacher that you guys wanted to receive the honor of Teacher of the Month. What makes her so special?
Well, one of the things that makes her so special is she's kind of a team of one, and as far as what she teaches here, because she teaches high school biology, and then she teaches those same kids in 8th grade science. And then she also works with our emergent bilinguals in advisory with Summit K-12. and our leading off kids. So if you name it, she's willing to do it.
That is an awful lot of work.
It is.
I want to hear more about that, but I want to follow up on what you just said, Principal Smith, because we're in 8th grade science class today. We go into junior highs a lot, and Dr. Cavazos always asks the students, would someone like to say something? And some are more chatty than others, but your 8th grade science class students, they could not stop saying things about you. It's true, right, Dr. Cavazos?
It was wonderful, and the love that you have for the students is something that I witnessed there, because they were so affirming to the work that you do. You help them, you make things easy. One of them said it was a really hard class, but that you make things easy, and they love the fact that you care about them so much, and that they spend time with you and you interact with them to help them learn. And so you do a great job, and I'm just so proud of you. Congratulations today.
And those comments from the students leave us with no question that you're a very passionate teacher. Where does that come from? What makes you want to get up every day, come down here to Shackelford, go to your high school, do all the things you do for students?
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for a really long time. I actually really enjoy the content that I teach. That's one. And then these kids are kind of special to me because I was with them last year as 7th graders, and then I moved up with 8th graders. So a lot of them I had last year. So it's just kind of cool to see them grow, not only like in science, but like as a person. So, middle school, a lot of people think it's tough, and it is, but I've taught middle school and high school, and middle school is where it's at. I love it.
And so some of these kids could even be in your 9th grade
Right.
classes when they get to high school?
Well, we do just 8th grade biology, so it's a high school course, but it's here on
for
campus.
the 8th graders.
For the 8th graders, yes.
So I know they have a lot of love for you. Congratulations. Now, you got this lovely plaque and a lot of accolades, but you also got something very interesting from the credit union. Beth is here with us with EECU. You've been to all 4 campuses today. Tell us what EECU, why you're a partner, and what you leave as a reward for our teachers.
Of course. So EECU was founded by teachers, and so they collectively got together with a little bit of money and created this credit union. And so even in that, working together as a whole is how they started, and we community out where we service anyone. But I don't think that not everyone realizes that our educators or teachers are shaping our futures, and these students are going to be our future doctors, our future engineers, our lawyers, and all of that. And so because of the work that y'all do and put in is changing our lives every day.
And we appreciate the partnership because we know we can't say enough good things. It's nice to see other people in the community also applaud and appreciate the hard work of our teachers. Well, it's been a busy day.
It has been a busy day, but it's an exceptional day because we get to surprise people like Miss Hendricks.
And we've been to Martin High School today. We went to Wood Elementary. We stopped by the Professional Development Center, and we're ending here today at Shackelford Junior High with all of our outstanding employees being recognized. Congratulations once again to you. I know you're really proud of Principal Smith, and you should be. And thank you, EECU, and thank you, Dr. Cavazos. And thanks to all of you. There you are. Thanks to all of you for watching us. We will see you next month when we do the tour of schools once again. Till then, stay safe and well.